I'm 76, and you have been lied to your entire life about what makes a good mother. You believe that being a good mother means sacrificing everything, that saying yes is love and saying no is harm, that boundaries are selfish and your needs are optional. I believed that too, for decades, and it nearly destroyed both me and my children. I was the mother everyone admired. I said yes to everything: school events, play dates at our house, homemade costumes, 3 meals a day from scratch, help with homework until midnight. I drove them everywhere. I stayed up late packing their lunches. I ironed their clothes. I rearranged my life around their schedules. And when people asked if I needed help, I smiled and said no, because needing help meant I was failing. My own mother never said no. She gave everything to us. She was exhausted, bitter, and died at 62, still folding someone else's laundry. But I thought that was love. I thought suffering for your children was the price of being a good mother. So I gave them everything: my time, my energy, my body, my identity. I erased myself, one yes at a time, thinking it would make them whole. It didn't. When my youngest was 9, I collapsed in the kitchen, not dramatically, not with warning. I was packing school lunches at 11 at night because I had forgotten earlier, and suddenly I was on the floor. My chest hurt, my left arm was numb. I couldn't breathe. I thought I was dying. I called my husband. He drove me to the emergency room. They ran tests, kept me overnight, and in the morning the doctor sat on the edge of my bed and said 4 words that changed my life. This was a warning, not a heart attack. Severe exhaustion, stress-induced chest pain, my body shutting down because I had been running it like a machine for years without rest, without boundaries, without stopping. The doctor looked at me the way you look at someone who has been hurting themselves on purpose and said, "If you keep living like this, the next one will be real." I went home. My husband took the day off work. My children tiptoed around me like I was fragile. And I sat on the couch, staring at the wall, thinking one thought over and over again. I almost died making a sandwich. The lie you believe is this: if you say no, you will harm your children. You think that saying no to the extra activity, the late-night request, the favor, the constant availability means you are being selfish, that you are choosing yourself over them, that they will grow up damaged because you had limits. That is a lie. I said yes for years, and my children did not grow up more loved. They grew up more entitled. They expected everything from me because I had taught them that my needs didn't exist, that I was a service, a resource, a thing that produced comfort and convenience. They didn't learn independence. They didn't learn empathy. They didn't learn that other people have limits, needs, and lives that matter too. They learned that love means erasing yourself. And when they became teenagers, they were angry with me constantly, because I couldn't do enough, because there was always one more thing, because I had never taught them that no was an option. The calendar doesn't care if you're ready, and your children don't need a mother who does everything. They need a mother who is alive. I had a friend named Diane. She gave her son everything. She quit her job to be available full-time. She drove him to every practice, every game, every event. She did his college applications. She called his professors when he struggled. She sent him money every month, even though he had a job. When he was 30, he called her one night and screamed at her because she wouldn't co-sign a loan for a car he couldn't afford. He told her she was ruined his life by not helping him enough. Diane cried for hours, and then she said something I will never forget. I gave him everything, and now he thinks I owe him more. That's what happens when you teach your children that you don't exist. They believe it. Another friend, Margaret, said yes to everything her daughter asked for until she was 68 years old. Her daughter expected her to babysit full-time, unpaid, while she worked, expected her to cook meals and clean her house, expected her to cancel plans if something came up. Margaret had a stroke, and her daughter was angry that she couldn't babysit anymore. Not sad, not worried, angry, because Margaret had trained her to believe that her mother's only purpose was to serve. You think you are protecting your children by having no boundaries. You are teaching them that people are disposable. Here is what I learned too late. My children did not need me to do everything. They needed me to show them what a whole person looks like. They needed to see me rest. They needed to see me say no. They needed to see me take care of myself so they would know that taking care of yourself is not selfish. It is survival. The first time I said no to my daughter, she was furious. She was 16. She wanted me to drive her to a friend's house at 10 at night, an hour away, after I'd already worked all day and driven her to practice. I said no, she cried, she yelled, she told me I was a terrible mother, and I sat there shaking, terrified that I had damaged her forever. But you know what happened? She figured it out. She called another friend. She got a ride, and the next time, she planned ahead. She didn't collapse. She didn't suffer. She didn't grow up broken. She learned. And years later, when she had her own daughter, she called me and said, "I finally understand why you said no." Because she had boundaries too now. And her daughter was learning that no is not rejection. No is respect. Your children do not need you to be a martyr. They need you to be a person. I am 76 now, and I have maybe 10 years left if I am lucky, and I will spend them differently than I spent the first 66. But most of you reading this right now are not 66. You are 40, 50, maybe 30, and you still think you have time to live later. You don't. Your parents are aging, your children are growing, your body is wearing down, and every year you spend being useful instead of alive is a year you will not get back. You think you are being a good mother by erasing yourself. You are teaching your children that love means disappearing, and when you are gone, they will not remember a mother who sacrificed everything. They will remember a mother who was never fully there, because you were too busy serving to actually be present. Time does not wait for you to be ready. Time does not care if you are tired. Time does not pause while you finish taking care of everyone else. Time just runs out. So here is what I need you to hear. If you are waiting for permission to have boundaries, this is it. Say no. Rest. Take care of yourself, not because you deserve it, but because your children are watching you, and they are learning from you what it means to be human. If you keep living like this, you will not be a good mother. You will be a ghost. If this message landed, click the like button, not because it helps the algorithm, but because it tells me someone out there heard this and needed to. Share this with someone who is still saying yes when they should be saying no. A sister, a mother, a friend who thinks boundaries are selfish. Subscribe to this channel if you want to hear the truth from people who already lived the consequences. And leave a comment answering this question. What is the one thing you keep saying yes to that you need to stop? This message is not for me. I already learned it too late. This message is for you. While you still have time,